And this is my three-way modern wealthy system, which shows the best way for you to use your talent and knowledge to create your own business online and to earn money from it, basically from scratch. So without experience, without a product, and without any need for technical expertise, you're going to succeed finally, and you'll be making so much lovely money that your friends behind your back will be saying, wow, I wonder how they did that. Now, the question is, what shall we do from here? So the answer is, are you ready to rock and roll? And if you are, let's join hands, because it's much easier when you've got somebody to help you along the way, and let's do this. Let's kick the ball together. Now here's an unwitting truth which you may be aware of. If your current situation is one where you either are working too hard, or that your income will stop immediately if you stop working, or that you're finding it difficult to save money in this environment, then, and if you need to know how to make income regularly, remotely and easily, starting immediately, then this next part is really important, because if you don't understand this next part, then your situation will not change, and we could be watching the same video this time next year without a change in your circumstances. So that would be pretty horrible. But I wanted to explain that during the course of my research into all of the available businesses for the internet, I did come across a surprising statistics which I'm going to show you, and that is the difference between a dabbler and a thriver. And obviously I've been a dabbler in the past, and I've been a thriver in the past as well, but I wanted to point out the difference between the two so that you can see for yourself whether this might be applying to you, and it will give you an idea how to figure out if you're a dabbler or a thriver when it comes to creating your own business online. So I'll cut here, and there'll be a 2-minute video about guitar tuition, and then I'll come back.
After teaching over 35,000 guitar students just like you, I can determine with incredible accuracy whether you'll fizzle out and quit, or if you'll become an actual guitar player. Do you have any guesses yet? Watch very closely for the answer. The top shows a person who just dabbles at guitar. They'll go all in on something exciting, then have long stretches of time without actually playing. Every time they start up again, they go back to the beginning, never building on top of previous success. On the bottom is a person who quickly becomes a real guitar player because they commit to playing consistently above all else. These people go on to be real guitar players who can learn new songs fast, play for their spouse, jam around the campfire, or play in their church band. Every single one of them started right where you're at, sitting in front of a computer with your guitar in hand or nearby, sitting on the cusp of a major decision. Will I be a dabbler, or will I be a guitar player?
Okay, so only you can decide after watching that very brief summary whether you're a dabbler or a thriver. My suggestion is that you really feel that you're a dabbler when it comes to this business, then you might as well not watch any more of what I've got to say, because I accept the fact that you could be a dabbler and there's no pluses or minuses about that. But if you feel that you're a thriver and that you want to succeed in your own business online, as many of you do, then another question becomes, well, why would you listen to me? And the reason for that question is, what do I really know? Well, the answer is that I've been sailing around the world in my own cruising yacht for 40 years. I've had various businesses in Mexico and in the Caribbean and Thailand and Malaysia and New Zealand and Australia. And so I've got lots of experience about what works and what doesn't work, and I was there at the beginning of the internet, so many of the things that I've seen come and go, I've had first-hand experience with. So from that point of view, the reason that I'm qualified to show you this is this very simple fact, that I have discovered a couple of things that are sort of right in front of your eyes that most people don't take into account when they want to start their own business. And the way I do that is that the two very important things are, one, you've got to choose the business model very carefully, and my modern wealthy system spends 50% of its original time in developing what is the best formula or the best thing for you to do in terms of business on the internet. Now, as an example, It could be in your relationship that one of you decides that it would be a good idea to sell something that you make at home and do it on the internet because people like it and it seems to work pretty well and there's nice profits in it. So away you go and you develop an online business selling something that you make at home, and there becomes a point where you get to a ceiling of your ability to either supply in quantity or dispatch in different parts of the world. And so you find that your very nice little profitable business is not really scalable to the internet because of defining factors that you were not able to see prior to the establishment. Now, I've got lots of people and lots of friends in the past that I've observed where they get to a ceiling about their internet business and it either stops altogether or it doesn't give them the high income that they need to produce. On the other hand, one of the partners may have a certain little key element of knowledge that they've established over years and years and years of working, little expertise points that might be transferable to the internet, but you don't quite understand how to do it. Well, the modern wealthy system is designed to eke out these little items that could easily convert to an internet income without you really understanding how or why at this point. I'll give you an example. Let's say an engineer goes to work for 30 years and in the process of evolving in his work he's developed habits which simply save him a bit of time and a bit of money. Now to him and to the company he works for, that's not a big deal because it might only save 10 minutes or quarter of an hour work every day because of the certain shortcuts that he takes or the efficiencies that he makes. Now, by studying with the modern wealthy system, we will be able to ascertain whether, in fact, that could be convertible and marketed on a worldwide basis. So, for example, if you can save 15 minutes a day, for example, as a truck driver, then that's not much value to you or your employer. But if the employer employs 100 drivers, that's 100 times 15 minutes a day. And if in a country such as Australia there's 10,000 truckies, then that results in 10,000 times 15 minutes per day that could be marketed. And so by the careful analysation of your expertise, then we'll potentially be able to show you an internet market that could devolve into hundreds of thousands of dollars for a very little effort. Anyway, I don't want to go on and on and on about it, but the most important thing is the selection of this business model for you is extremely important, and we would spend quite a lot of time on that particular fact. Now, the other thing that I wanted to allude to, which we do in Modern Wealthy, and that is that, now I've spent quite a bit of time analysing this, and I've kind of got the formula to the point where it worked very well, and it covered these two key areas that what I'm going to mention. But there was a couple of shortcomings, and I had to go back to the drawing board and evolve it over another 2 or 3 months. And I finally got to the point now where it works internationally. And one of the reasons is that when it comes to developing a project, it's extremely important that once you push the go button, in other words, you develop the business on the internet, and once you push the go button to make it live, from that point your work should cease. Now, a lot of the business models that you've seen advertised and a lot of the internet gurus will tell you that the work that continues after you've developed your business becomes your daily routine or your daily job. Now, I have evolved this to the point where 50% of the time that we spend is developing this program so that once you have done all your preparation, there is no need to go back and redo it. The final product is that once it goes live, then your workload is completely diminished, almost to zero, and you get to the point where you go to scale your business and you have more time to yourself. So those are the two issues that I've solved, and I wanted you to be aware of them because they make sense. You know, why would you go to develop a whole business if you have to be up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning starting typing out emails to somebody or to dispatch goods? No, the idea is to get this done in such a way that once you make it go live, it's like a movie, once you make it go live, there's no need for you to do anything more. Anyway, that's a couple of things that why you should choose me and have a look at the program. Now, most people like us buy things like we sell. Now, in this particular case, my closing offer is very simple. There is no cost involved in this process. There is a free series of videos, 4 of them in fact, which I offer to send to you free of charge, as I said, for you to go through, and these videos are so well prepared that you will know at the end of those 4 series some of those questions that I've just covered about what product to choose and at what point in time you can release them. So for that reason, give us a call or fill in the form. I'll show you the form on the screen. I'll send you email. I'm not going to send you lots of emails. I think I sent 4 or 5 emails, but at least you'll get the videos, and from there you can go and assess whether that you're a dabbler or a thriver. I'm hoping that you're going to be a thriver, because that helps us all. So in the meantime, fill in the form, get the free videos. I will help you on the way, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.